Well, good morning, everybody. Time to head out. It's not looking like it's going to be the pretty sunny day that they forecasted. It's supposed to clear up last night. So I don't know. I'm not sure if we're coming back. I don't know. I don't have to be into work till like noon tomorrow. That's one of those days I really hate staying in the city. But I kind of wish I didn't come out here last night. I hate to say that because I liked sitting outside with the fire, but just drive in the morning. But okay, let's get on the road and go get something to eat. I woke up at 4 o'clock and had my last slice of pizza from laundry day. But I'm a little hungry. So, okay, down we go. Well, good evening, everybody. We are back in the woods, obviously, because we have a fire going and you can see behind me. It was really kind of chilly all day and the wind was kind of blowing pretty hard. But tonight it actually warmed up. Obviously, it doesn't look like it because I have my coat on. I don't really need it. I could take it off, but I just thought it was going to cool down once the sun went down, but it hasn't yet. Another beautiful day out here, or evening. I thought tonight's story for y'all. Somebody made a comment. I don't know if they were joking or like I'm afraid of the weather. Trust me, I'm not afraid of the weather. I hiked 2 amazing long-distance trails, the Appalachian and the Pacific Crest. I've also been a commercial fisherman in the North Atlantic and the Gulf of Mexico. Excuse me. The North Atlantic is treacherous. The cold water, big storms. And in the Gulf of Mexico, fished literally on the edge of multiple hurricanes. So I just thought I'd talk a little bit about commercial fishing tonight. I took a sabbatical from working for municipalities and went commercial fishing. I moved to Gloucester, Massachusetts, started fishing out of there. Then I ended up going down to the Gulf of Mexico and fishing there. It was one of the hardest things I ever did. It's amazing what your body can really do. I mean, hiking the trail shows me that as well, but if we were on the fish, there were times we wouldn't sleep for 40, 50 hours at a time. The boat's rocking, you're picking up 100-pound totes of baited hooks to set gear out, and, the boat's rocking, waves crashing over. But it was one of the most amazing experiences of my life. It really was. It was to see what my body could endure and how people can be trapped on such a small little boat. And yeah, there are times when, tempers flare and things like that. One guy actually pulled a knife on me. My friend Kevin, unfortunately, he was murdered down in Florida. But Kevin grabbed me and allowed the other guy to get a punch in, and I basically didn't even feel it. Joey wasn't really much of a fighter. He's a stout guy, but didn't really know what the heck how to throw a punch or anything. But right about then, Ricky grabbed a hold of him, but he grabbed a knife, and as Kevin came out, he put it down, and when Kevin grabbed me, Joey got a cheap shot in, but he was end up getting fired because he initiated the contact. But I remember one time we were fishing off a hurricane, and the boat is just, rocking like no tomorrow. And we have this huge drum of stainless steel line. We were fishing on the bottom. It was a longliner. So as the line goes out, you stand on the stern, the back of the boat, and you hook gangins. You have a snap, a line, a hook, baited. It goes out, goes to the bottom. Fish bite, get hooked. You end up pulling them back up. And we'd set out 10 miles at a time. We'd set out, or I'm sorry, 10 miles at a time? I just went blank there. But we set out the line at 10 miles, and that was what it was, 10 knots. We set it out at 10 knots, and then we'd haul it back at 3 knots. So each 10-mile string would take about 4 hours. And we tried to do 3 or 4 of those a day or more, depending. Just depended on how everything was working. Sometimes you had to switch spots. So if we did 3, we could steam somewhere else. If we liked a spot, we could do 4, maybe even more. This all depended. And there's a time between the front and the back and, start and finish and all that. But I remember the one time the boat was just rocking so hard, and here I have a 100-pound tote of baited hooks. And as I said, we've got that big drum spinning. And I'm doing this, and I'm trying to get between the drum and the side of the boat. Very narrow. We had fuel barrels and everything else. I almost went straight into that drum with that 100-pound tote of baited hooks. They would have caught into the wire or into the drum. Me, it would have just been the end of me. I would have just been hamburger. It would not have been pretty, trust me. But there were so many times on that boat that, man, we were fishing so hard and so, long that you didn't even realize what was going on. You were just numb. But you just get into that routine and your body takes over. Your mind is just not even there at times, it seems. But other times, I remember we were fishing and in the middle of 3 water spouts, which are basically tornadoes on the water. And they were converging upon us, and we didn't know where to go because we had like 3 different ones coming at us, different directions. You just see the most amazing things out there. I remember I'd be sitting on the stern having dinner when we had a little break at night. It was calm, the stars were amazing. And the dolphins learned that if they chase the flying fish towards a boat, that as they jump out of the water, they'll hit the boat, fall back, and boom, the dolphin gets a quick little easier snack. So you'd be sitting up there eating your dinner, you're looking up at the stars, whatever, and all of a sudden you get hit by a flying fish. It's like, what the heck? It was so funny sometimes. And you definitely saw things that you can't explain, things in the water, things in the air, it just, I don't know. One time we were fishing off the East Coast in New England, and we were dragging at that time. And that's a big net that goes out, goes kind of to the bottom. It's got floats on the top. The bottom's got rock hoppers, so big wheels kind of basically that let it go over the rocks. And it makes a big old net. As you pull along, the fish go into it, and then you pull them up. Well, we caught onto something hard. The boat just stopped moving. Then it felt like the boat actually moved backwards for a short period of time. Then everything stopped. We couldn't pull the net up. We started trying to. All of a sudden, the one cable hooked to the net broke. Now the boat just went hard over. We were worried it was going to flip. Luckily, that cable broke shortly after, allowing the boat to right itself. Now, unfortunately, we had lost all our gear, which is thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. And we're sitting there and we're pissed off. We're licking our wounds. And over off the port side, I noticed something. And I tell the captain and the other crewmates, look at that. Doesn't that look like a periscope? We think, don't know for sure, that maybe we actually latched onto a submarine. I've been told that sonar training and whatnot, that subs will follow boats. But something pulled us backwards. If we caught onto a big old pile of rocks or something like that, it wouldn't have pulled us backwards. And then all of a sudden we see the periscope out of the water. We were pretty sure we caught a sub. Yeah, it's crazy times. I've done a lot of different things in my life. In between working for the municipalities, which I did for a very long portion of my life. I caddied on the Pro Golf Tour. After hiking the PCT, I trimmed pot in the Green Triangle in Northern California. I don't even smoke it. But they were paying good money, so when I needed money, what the heck? I'll trim it. Not a very exciting job, let me tell you. But just another portion of my life. Basically how I've become me. But I've been watching a little bit of the national championship basketball tournament scores online. Michigan State having trouble right now. Hopefully by the end of this video they've pulled ahead and won. We'll see. But unfortunately there's supposed to be northern lights and there's all clouded up. So we're not going to get to see any of those. I did stop quick at the store and bought some sliders. I'll probably make a couple of those for a snack when I go in to go to bed. I don't know if we're coming out here tomorrow or not. We get off late tomorrow. I don't have to be at work till almost noon. I don't know. I'm not sure. Depends on the weather. It's supposed to be prettier tomorrow. I mean, tonight the wind is gone. It's just excellent out here. So, I don't know. We'll see. I do not like having the drive. It is nice. In another week, we don't have to have this drive anymore. When I want to come to the forest, I need to keep going. Go to that other darn forest and check that one out. I just gotta do it on a day off. But it's for another day. Well, everyone, by the time you see this video, we're gonna be at 3,500 subscribers. Tonight we're at 3,499. That's amazing. I love that. Thank you so much. Well, everybody, thank you for watching, commenting, liking, sharing, subscribing. I appreciate it. And obviously, it helps the channel. And you guys have a great morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are. And we'll see you tomorrow for more stories, cooking. Depends where we are. On Jellybean Outdoors. See you then.